Hello everyone, welcome to ArchiAI, the place to keep track of how AI is genuinely influencing architecture. We're talking true use cases here, folks, no fluffy hype. I'm Nabi Sarvi, here alongside my artificial colleagues to keep you updated on what's really happening at the intersection of architecture and artificial intelligence. You don't want to end up like Nokia in 2011, right? Let's help you stay on the right side of technology. Welcome to Episode 1, ArchiAI, Architecture Through the Lens of AI. In this first episode, we're not going to dive too deep into the tools just yet. Instead, imagine you've been asleep like Rip Van Winkle for the past 2 years, and you've just woken up to a world utterly transformed by AI. Seriously, it feels like even the Rip Van Winkles of history didn't wake up to this much change. Now we've got two extreme groups out there when it comes to AI in architecture. On one side, we have skeptics who laugh at AI, saying it's all random outputs, and architects are becoming mere curators rather than creators. On the flip side, we have enthusiastic newcomers, especially noticeable when it comes to AI-generated animations in architecture. These folks often didn't use traditional methods before, haven't struggled with manual ArchViz animation, and they're just amazed by how quickly AI can spit out results. They're hyped, saying stuff like Photoshop is dead, rendering engines are obsolete, and only AI survives. They often overlook the real challenges, replying with, "We'll fix it later," not knowing how tricky that later really is. Honestly, this scenario reminds me of something familiar. Remember when architects had intense debates about digital versus hand drawing? Professors hated AutoCAD. 3D modeling was frowned upon, yet eventually even the staunchest critics embraced these tools. Sure, pens, sketching, and physical models became less dominant, but they never vanished. They still have their place. Is history repeating itself? Are we entering another major workflow shift? That exact question inspired me to start this podcast. By the way, check out Jens Meissen's latest posts. They sparked some brilliant discussions. Links in the caption. Alright, if we're accepting AI as a new architectural tool, let's briefly talk use cases. Upscaling renders, tweaking post-production, even generating floor plans and conceptual designs. You name it. But hold on, this feels like typical social media chatter, right? Let's first understand how AI actually works and whether it's reliable enough for real-world projects. First things first, how does AI work? Think of NVIDIA graphics cards as massive parallel calculators. Developers fed them vast amounts of data. This gave birth to large language models, or LLM. These models basically learn to respond accurately to our prompts. The more data you feed them, the smarter they get. Simple enough, right? And how do we interact with AI? This is where it gets exciting and hype-filled. Previously, software interfaces translated our language into machine language and vice versa. Now, AI is directly learning human language, allowing us to communicate through natural speech. No complicated clicks or complex interfaces needed. We used to engineer prompts meticulously, but now even that's getting simpler. Ironically, we're now using AI to talk to other AI. Crazy, huh? Imagine training an AI on thousands of high-quality architectural renders. Could it enhance your low-quality render? Absolutely, because it knows exactly what you mean by quality. Can it do the same for unrendered, textured models? Yep. What about plain models with no textures? Again, yes. Just a floor plan? Yes. And it can even animate from a single static shot. At this point, you might say, should we just quit architecture and call it a day? Not so fast. AI in architecture still has 5 significant challenges, keeping it from becoming mainstream yet. Let's quickly run through these challenges. Challenge number 1, consistency issues. AI-generated content often lacks consistency. Ever noticed an AI-generated apple changing from red to yellow to a banana in consecutive frames? That's the consistency problem. It's tricky balancing creativity and consistency without hallucinations, where AI might generate nonsense that embarrasses developers and itself. Challenge number 2, limited control over changes. Architecture projects frequently demand revisions. Traditional methods let you easily modify drawings or models. Just hit Ctrl+Z unless you're in Lumion. AI tools aren't yet that flexible. You can specify changes, but managing their side effects, like reflections outside your edited area, is still difficult. Tools like inpainting and ControlNet help, but they're far from perfect. Challenge number 3, weakness in multimodal understanding. AI struggles to integrate visual and textual cues effectively. For instance, converting a 2D floor plan into a correct 3D model is still challenging. It might confuse a kitchen counter with a dining table. Check Keir Reagan Alexander's insights on how ChatGPT understands architecture. Link in caption. Hint, even the best AI isn't flawless. Many impressive AI posts on social media are cherry-picked. Challenge number 4, cost factor. Every AI tool uses GPU power. Local AI models use your GPU, while cloud-based services, well, someone's paying for that GPU and it's probably you. Sam Altman, co-founder of ChatGPT, once joked, if people stopped saying thank you to ChatGPT after every response, they'd save millions monthly. Free services exist, but they rarely scale for real projects. Often, cloud-based AI tools have the latest and greatest updates at a significant cost. Prices probably won't drop. Optimizing AI means feeding it more data, not less. Of course, it doesn't mean free and open source tools are weak. In many cases, they are very handy and even offer more options than cloud services. However, learning them is not as easy as using cloud platforms. The word workflow is becoming an important concept in open source tools like Comfy UI, and it's not easy to find something brilliant for free. So, can science eventually solve these issues? Probably. LLM services are continuously improving, but there's another, even bigger challenge. Challenge number 5, the journey from idea to creation. Even perfect AI can't bypass the creative process entirely. Think of all the conversations you've had trying to explain your vision to coworkers or clients. AGI, artificial general intelligence, or human-like AI will face the same challenge. Ideas must still be clearly communicated. Sometimes AI can make this harder. Quickly modeling a simple L-shaped kitchen island in a 3D software might take seconds, but verbally describing it to AI can be painfully slow. 3D models remain a powerful tool for clearly guiding AI creativity. And sometimes you don't even know exactly what you want. It's a creative dialogue between you and the problem itself. That's the journey from idea to creation, and there's no shortcut around it, at least until Neuralink-style tech becomes a reality. Well, everything we've discussed up to this point, especially those five major challenges, was aimed at illustrating an essential truth. The game is far from over. As briefly mentioned, there are numerous uncertainties surrounding AI in architecture. We genuinely don't know yet exactly which tools AI will replace, which workflows it will revolutionize, or even how extensive these transformations might become. Will these shifts predominantly be driven by new companies like OpenAI, or can established giants in the industry adapt quickly enough to incorporate AI into their existing software ecosystems? That's still an open question. But as many of you probably already know, several conventional software platforms have already begun integrating compelling AI-driven features. For instance, industry staples like D5 Render and Lumion have introduced powerful AI-based upscaling solutions, enabling architects to quickly obtain high-quality, detailed renders. D5 has even expanded further, offering advanced AI-driven color correction, detail enhancement, and material generation capabilities, which previously required significant expertise and time. Then there's Adobe, arguably the most influential player in digital image editing, staying impressively relevant with features such as Firefly and Adobe Generative Fill integrated into Photoshop. These tools allow users to effortlessly modify images or create new details in ways that once demanded extensive manual work. Adobe continuously updates these features, and we can likely expect even more groundbreaking additions soon. Another notable mention is Topaz Labs, a company historically known for its powerful Photoshop plugins, which now delivers exceptional AI-powered solutions. Topaz Video AI, in particular, stands out for its remarkable upscaling capabilities, so impressive that personally, I've stopped rendering animations above 720p from my rendering engines. This software effortlessly enhances video quality, saving substantial rendering time without sacrificing visual fidelity. Likewise, Premiere Pro has embraced AI-driven innovations, recently introducing features that reconstruct lost frames in video clips, thus eliminating the need for costly reshoots or re-rendering sessions. These are just a few among many examples demonstrating that traditional industry giants aren't passively waiting for newcomers to displace them. They're actively incorporating AI to strengthen their existing toolkits. All of these developments clearly show that we need to keep our eyes wide open to changes and continuously adapt our workflows accordingly. AI isn't coming to replace us. It's coming to empower us, enabling us to work smarter, faster, and more efficiently. Regardless of which 3D software you're currently using, be it 3ds Max, SketchUp, Blender, or Cinema 4D, each one occasionally encounters limitations or bottlenecks. Traditionally, we've addressed these issues through plugins, specialized tools designed to solve specific problems. In the same spirit, AI-driven features promise to tackle broader workflow challenges at a deeper, more impactful level, significantly boosting productivity. Ultimately, remember that the purpose of AI is not to diminish our role as architects and designers, but to enhance our capabilities. Our responsibility is to stay informed, responsive, and proactive, embracing these new opportunities to continually refine and improve our skills. This podcast aims to share real, diverse AI workflow experiences, guiding you toward optimal pathways. Stay tuned for future episodes. As you might already know, I regularly share my own AI in architecture adventures on LinkedIn, along with resources from others I mentioned today. All links are in the caption below. Got an AI-related idea, tool, or cool example to share? Let's chat. Oh, and remember, every professional was once an amateur. Keep pushing forward. Take care and talk soon.